call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Councilman Samuka is unable to be here due to illness. Councilman Garrick is unable to be here due to illness. Councilman Accomando. Here. Councilwoman Mazer.
Here.
Council President Dorminio.
Here, please rise and salute the flag. I pledge
allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been sent to all council members and to all local newspapers in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law, 1975.
The public is hereby advised that any statements made during the meeting of the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook may not be privileged or protected, and that persons or entities who take issue with such comments or are offended by same may and have in the past sought legal redress through the courts. Any member of the public who addresses the council speaks for themselves and not for the council.
We have some proclamations from the mayor. The mayor would like to present some before we open to the public. Mayor?
Thank you, Council President. I'm not going to read the whole proclamation. I'm just going to read the important parts. We have three. The first is Italian Heritage and Culture Month. The township wishes to join the Saddlebrook chapter of UNICO National in celebrating October as Italian Heritage and Culture Month. Saddlebrook hosts an active local chapter of UNICO National who operate under the motto, service above self. UNICO's mission is to promote and enhance the image of Italian Americans for their members to be of service to the community. The Township of Saddlebrook celebrates the culture, traditions, and history of Italian Americans. And I hereby proclaim October as Italian Heritage and Culture Month. Next is National Hispanic and Latino Heritage Month. The Hispanic and Latino Heritage Month celebrates and highlights the countless achievements in the Hispanic and Latino community. The observation began in 1968 and was acted into federal law on August 17, 1988. Hispanics have enhanced and shaped our national character with old traditions that reflect the multi-ethnic and multicultural customs of their community. So we hereby proclaim the month of October as National Hispanic and Latino Heritage Month. Lastly, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and October 19th is National Mammography Day. Breast cancer is the most common form of cancer except for skin cancers. Every woman should know the risk and what they can do to help lower them. Mammographies can detect breast cancer up to 2 years before physical symptoms can be seen or felt. Death rates from breast cancer have been declining, and these changes are thought to be the result of treatment advances, early detection, screening, and increased awareness. So we do hereby proclaim the month of October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Can I get a motion to open the meeting to the public?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The meeting is now open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak, please come forward, state your name and address.
I'm here already. I'm Thomas Van Winkle, 128 Lincoln Avenue, Saddlebrook, Mayor's Youth Group Liaison. I'm going to talk about the Mayor's Youth Group. I got a bunch of things coming up, so many things that I have to notes on my phone, ready to go. We're going to be meeting on Saturday, October 23rd at 10:30 a.m. right here in Town Hall, right where we're standing right now. We're going to be discussing several Halloween events coming up, which I'm going to touch upon in just a moment. And as always, anybody entering 4th through 12th grade and lives in Saddlebrook are welcome to join our youth group. We're always looking for new members, whether it be October or June, July, at any time of the year you can join. The first event we're going to be participating in is the Senior Halloween Party, which is going to be on October 26th. That's a Tuesday night from 6 to 9 at the VFW on Market Street. We're going to help out handing out beverages and anything else the seniors may need. The next thing, I know we'll talk about this too, is a trunk or treat, which is going to be Saturday, October 30th from 12 to 2 at the new municipal complex, which is really coming along, by the way. we're going to be helping out with our car. I think we're going to have a car from town, I don't remember. But anybody who wants to volunteer to have a car in the trunk or treat, the link to sign up is on the town website, I saw. So we'll be helping out with that. All the youth group members are going to be asked to come about a half hour before the event starts at 11:30. The next thing, we are also participating in the Halloween decorating contest. Every year, the Mayor's Youth Group judges the houses. The decorating contest started last week on October the 1st. I don't know how many houses are in it yet, or entered as of now. But anybody who is entering the contest should email Christine at cjanuario@saddlebrooknj.gov. The deadline to enter the contest is Wednesday, October 27th. At that point, the youth group is going to go out and start judging all the houses. We're not going to, like last year, we're not going to go on the bus around town. We're just going to judge it between Wednesday and that Saturday. And Saturday, October 30th, the day of trunk or treat, we're going to post the results on the youth group Facebook page. I will also be going out to all the houses that enter to take the photos of the houses, and that's what will get posted. And I believe that's all I have. But we're definitely looking forward to participating in all these Halloween events. We'll also look forward to have trunk or treats back this year after we didn't have it last year. And that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. And as always, Thomas, thank you. I was at the Eagle Scout Award dinner.
Oh, yes.
And Thomas was there because he's our town photographer.
And the street fair.
And the street fair. I didn't make the street fair. But I have to say, I thank you because you really put your whole heart into taking the pictures and the candles.
Thank you.
And it was my first ceremony, so it was pretty amazing to me. But I just want to tell you, you did a great job.
Also, congratulations to the Eagle Scouts.
Yes, absolutely. We have resolutions for them tonight. Okay, next person.
Good evening.
Hi.
Eric Neunzig, 512 Leicester Avenue. Mike, I'm here to express my concern, and we're looking for some help. On our block, we have a lot of children, and one of the houses that is on our block, and I'm not sure if any of you are aware, but this is kind of like to let you aware. There's a young gentleman who is challenged, and it's a weekly, monthly, daily occurrence where police are called to our block because there's ranting, yelling, screaming, and everybody hears it. And some of our kids are very young. There's new folks who actually live across the street. I have some really young children. My children are 11 and 14. My daughter is nervous to even ride her bike up and down the street because of the yelling and the screaming. You don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. The police are there constantly. I'm sure you can check with the police dozens and dozens and dozens of times. And for the safety of our community, for our street, and for the person who's living in that house, we feel there's a better place for that person to stay. I don't know what we can do, but maybe as a community we can find something that can make it better for everybody. Because these kids I mean, I've heard on numerous occasions, and I won't repeat them here, but things were said where if anybody else in this room would say that, if I would say it, I would be locked up and they'd throw away the key. And it's just, it's not right. It's not right, and for anybody. And this gentleman needs the proper help in the proper place. And I'm here to represent my street, Leicester Ave, to let you all know and ask for your help so maybe we can come together to try to resolve this so that way we're all okay. Because the last thing I want to hear is, oh, well, we could have done something. Because I keep hearing, well, we can't do anything until something happens. But God forbid that one day something happens and, oh, well, we should have done something. No, let's be proactive and get ahead of it. We have children who are adults we can handle ourselves. Little kids, from whatever, 3 to 15, they might not be able to, and I just want them to be safe, and I don't want disturbances where I'm sitting on my front porch having a phone call for whatever, and I'm hearing someone scream and yell these things, that in anyone else's household, there would be, it would be a big problem. So thank you for listening. I hope that hopefully some of my neighbors will be able to come down on the next meeting, and we can continue to work together and hopefully find out some resolution. Thank you.
Can I ask something with we are aware and we are involved.
Okay.
I believe last time we sent, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but we sent a letter to the parents who actually live.
The police department is working with the county.
Yeah, Mayor, do you want to elaborate, because you know, we know the history, Nick Willie has
Yes.
been here, and we know Nick Willie well.
Yeah, he's my neighbor.
And we know,
Yeah.
but the mayor, I think, can bring you up to date.
Yes, we feel for the neighbors there. We completely understand where you're coming from. We've been working on this for the better part of 6 months, almost a year.
Yep.
But the police department's involved, the town attorney's been involved. We even called the prosecutor's office, to see if there's anything we can do. Right now, the police department's working with a representative from social services, and we're doing everything we can, believe me.
Okay.
It's a very complex, difficult situation there. And I wish we could make this go away, the situation, because it's not that easy.
Right.
And I know, believe me, if I were you, I would feel the same way you do, and I would be upset, and I would want this thing resolved. And we are working with the parents of this individual.
Okay.
I really can't say too much more, but we're trying, no stone is gone unturned. We're trying everything we can.
I appreciate
And,
that.
it's difficult because we get, okay, you gotta talk to this one and that one, and we're getting a lot of, well, there's really not much you can do, but we're not accepting that.
Right.
We're gonna do the best we can to see that this problem is resolved.
And we as residents will continue to keep,
Because there's a lot of resources being used for this. And like you
on
said,
top of that, right?
Where they're once a
If you're
week.
getting called once, twice a week, the resources are being taken away from maybe a real emergency where somebody needs help or whatever it is. Or there are resources when something could happen that they say, boy, cried wolf again, and then all of a sudden something's real. I don't need to rush over there because we know this whole same protocol, everything's gonna happen. Then we're gonna call the ambulance, and the ambulance is gonna come, they're gonna take him away, he's gonna come back in a day, so I don't need to rush over there. And then all of a sudden, that's the day that the little kid on the scooter gets whatever, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you guys are doing everything you can. I just wanted to voice my opinion now that I had the opportunity to, and I thank you, and hopefully we can get this resolved and everybody's safer and happier.
I appreciate you coming in, because,
Yeah.
we've gotten several complaints from the residents over there. It took a lot of courage to come here to speak on it, and I can see you're kind of at your wit's end, and it's understandable. So
Thank you.
We are gonna work on it, continue to work on it. To come up with
I appreciate
a,
that.
solve the problem.
And, continue to call the police.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Officer in charge Galbo is
Mhm.
well aware of it, and he even said, just call them.
Yep,
Don't think they're too busy, call them. So,
absolutely. We'll keep on it.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good evening. Sandra Moreno, 478 Steinway Road. We're on Steinway, it's like 3 blocks over from Market Street. And we've had this, I've been a resident of Saddlebrook for 24 years, 17 of those have been on Steinway. And we're 3 blocks over from Market Street, so we get a lot of car traffic. They're trying to rush by to get off of Market Street, to not have to, set a light both ways. It's a 2-way street, so, they come this way, they come that way, and we're also on a curve. So it's kind of like dangerous with the two, they're going 2 ways, and there's cars parked on the street, there's kids. My daughter just got her permit, she's trying to pull out of the driveway, and, they're shooting down the street. So I wanted to come here to find out if there's something we could do maybe speed bumps or, I mean, they recently, I don't remember, I know it wasn't too long ago, they put stop signs on Dewey Avenue and Steinway, the 3 stop signs. I mean, they shoot right through those things, so I'm not even sure if speed bump would help. But it's just something, because it's getting crazy. They literally speed down that street. They're not, going like 10, 15 miles an hour. They're speeding down the street or, coming back, the other way. So I just came here to find out, if there's anything that we could do to eliminate the problem before there's an accident.
Well, we do have a committee, which is Councilman Alcamondo, Councilman Simaluga, who's not here, and the officer in charge, Jimmy Galbo,
Okay.
who are on the committee. So what I will do is give them your address.
Okay,
And what they do is, Todd, you should really take it from here because
Yeah.
you're the one that does this. So.
Yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll come to your residence,
okay.
and we'll see, I mean, of course, when we go there, there's probably nobody's gonna come down the street. It's just-
Come in the morning, or
Yeah.
come in, like 4 or 5 o'clock.
I do use that street for sporting events and veterans, and it is a pain, and
Yeah,
I can feel your door's pain trying to go out of the market.
right.
But we will, I would like to say within a week, we'll
Okay.
get there, but I just don't know how Andrew's feeling and what he's.
Just to know that, like that you guys hear, that there is a problem and, we want to stay here. My kids grew up, my daughter's still in the school and we don't want to move, but it's getting really
We
bad.
listen to concerns, we go there.
So, yeah, I appreciate it.
So, yeah, we will definitely be there, and
Okay.
what's your address?
478 Steinway.
We just paved Steinway.
It's beautiful. I love it. It's wonderful. But now I think the cars are going even faster because it's not, bumpy or.
There's no potholes.
So right, it's nice, so I think now I've noticed like they're speeding even faster. I mean, it's beautiful. We love it, but I think it's like worse now though.
How do your neighbors feel? Do they feel the same way you do?
I talked to 2 or 3 of my neighbors. That's why I came to find out, they couldn't make it or should they come or whatever. But they all have the same concerns. And we had two houses, one at one end, one at the other. People just moved in and they have small children. So that might be a concern, come the warmer weather and things like that for them.
We had one other request a while ago, not too long ago.
Right.
For speed bump there as well.
Yeah, it's just,
So it's a cut through. It is a cut through.
it's right. It's, it's a good block, but.
And market.
Right, I mean, they just, and like I said, it's two ways, so especially when you're going around the curve, there's cars parked on both sides of the street, so if somebody is rushing this way or rushing this way and you're driving, it's an accident waiting to happen, I think. So I just wanted to see if maybe it was possible for
Yeah,
speed bump or.
Definitely within a week.
Okay, I really appreciate it.
We'll come out there and we'll take a census and we'll actually send letters to
Okay.
the residents to see how they feel about the speed bump or speed sign.
Right, okay.
We don't want to be, we want to make sure we leave no stones unturned.
Right, okay, great, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you very, very much. Have a good
Thank
night.
you. Anyone else? Motion to close the meeting to the public?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Comments, Mayor?
Okay, COVID-19 update, how we start with that? I think we got some good news overall. Start out with the best news is that in New Jersey, over 84% of those eligible who have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine, and just about 5.8 million New Jerseyans are fully vaccinated, and that makes us the state with the largest vaccination rate in the nation. So that's pretty good news there. New Jersey's, this is about a week behind the numbers, but that's the only ones I can get. The 7-day average for new COVID cases is up a little bit, 14% from the previous week. There was an increase in deaths from the previous week. Hospitalizations are down 5%. In town, we've seen a slight increase. We average about 12 to 15 cases over the last 5 weeks since the start of school, which seems to be reason for the increase. But it does seem to be dropping. Over the last week, we're seeing less. I'm expecting weekly numbers tonight, and I think they're going to be a lot better. Nationally and statewide, infections are beginning to show signs of slowing, and that's believed to be because more people have received the vaccine. The stronger Delta variant continues to drive up hospitalizations and deaths, especially in other states, among mostly unvaccinated people. The overwhelming number of cases, hospitalization, and deaths in New Jersey are among unvaccinated people. Vaccination is the best way to stop the spread. Thus far, the township schools have been doing well with no shutdowns as a result of the pandemic. Our township offices, library, senior center are fully open to the public. Now that most of the COVID restrictions have been lifted, we are, as Thomas mentioned, and we've been holding more events and activities. The use of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine booster has been authorized. Moderna and J&J should be approved shortly. At this time, individuals who are 65 years of age or older and those with immunocompromise are eligible. They're going to phase it in like they did the regular, the first vaccine. Booster shots will be administered at any existing site in New Jersey. For general information about COVID-19, please check the town website, saddlebroknj.us, the county site, co.bergen.nj.us. That's co.bergen.nj.us. Or the state is nj.gov. You can also dial 211, or there's a toll-free call center, 1-800-222-1222. Tax bills, it should be coming out towards the end of this, well, it's the end of the week, so either tomorrow or Monday. Everyone should have them by next week. Online payments are going to be available for the first time for this November quarter. Senior tax freeze, you qualify if making under $92,969. You can get your taxes frozen. Pete, is it 60 or 65? 65 years of age. The deadline to apply is November 1st. Most of our seniors are well aware of this. They come in and do the paperwork. Town Hall is going to be closed this Monday coming up, October 11th for Columbus Day. If you have normal grass clipping pickup on that Monday, they're going to pick it up on Friday, October 15th. Leaf bags are now available again, 10 per household here at Town Hall. The business administrator is going to be staying until 9 p.m. for voter registrations on Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up, October 12th, so he can distribute the leaf bags as well.
Yes.
We received a letter from the county executive regarding the Bergen County Community Development Block Grant Funds. Our application for 2021-2022 was approved. We're going to be receiving $157,000 for barrier-free improvements on the new building. I want to congratulate Unico for running another successful street fair. Bob from Remington, our engineer, is going to be applying for a DOT grant, Safe Routes to School. He's going to be working with our grant writer. We're going to be paving Wilson Street very soon. Within the next week, we should be doing the concrete work next week or two. And we are doing speed humps on Wilson and Fairlawn Parkway. Both streets, not the intersection, but some on Wilson and some on Fairlawn Parkway. Tricentennial Park at Mayhill Street. Tricentennial Park, the DPW poured the concrete bases for the memorial benches. And Mayhill Street Park, we're getting a lot of questions about that. Playground has been ordered and expected shortly, and installation is expected soon. This is Fire Prevention Month. I want to thank Fire Marshal Mike Seitz and all our volunteer firefighters, and please contribute as much as you can to our annual fundraisers. They do a great job here in town. We have a fantastic fire department, all volunteer. Flood Committee, we met last Wednesday, September 29th, and Councilman Garrett couldn't be here tonight, so this is really his update. We're in the process of being accepted into the community rating system through FEMA. This program will give the town a rating based on various factors that include educating and preparing the community for flood events. As our rating improves, our residents will receive a reduction in their flood insurance premiums. Flood insurance premiums beginning this month, FEMA's National Flood Insurance Program will begin to offer more equitable and risk-informed rates. The new premiums are the result of the program's new pricing methodology, which uses technology to determine the full flood risk. So some existing policyholders may be eligible for an immediate decrease in their premium, while others may experience an increase that is proportionate with their full risk. By statute, most rate increases are capped at 18% per year, which is a lot of money. We're meeting again in November. Anyone interested from the community or wants to participate can contact Town Hall, my office, or the business administrator for more information. I want to thank the Saddlebrook Diner for donating. I don't know if I said this last month or not, but we had half a dozen families that needed emergency shelter during Ida, and Saddlebrook Diner donated food to them, which was really a nice thing to do. So they were well fed and comfortable. Senator Lungana, our senator, has arranged for Passaic Valley Sewer Commission to come into Saddlebrook to clean and de-snag the river. I'm going to be meeting with the individual who's in charge of the sewer commission. It should be within the next couple of weeks that they're going to do that, which is a good thing. SCAM presentation that we had this Monday, October 4th, at the Senior Center. We were fortunate to have, and I want to thank Prosecutor Mark Masella, Senator Joe Lagana, Assembly members Lisa Swain and Chris Tully, Prosecutor's Office officers, Saddlebrook Police Department, Senior Director Joe Lisi, and Council President Karen Arminio, who arranged to have him come and do the presentation. It was very, very informative. The seniors were very happy. We also did one ourselves, the police department, and it is on our town TV. So that was a few months back, but this was very similar. But the prosecutor he did an outstanding job. Upcoming events, really, Thomas mentioned all of them. I'm just gonna. This weekend's a townwide garage sale. Unico Columbus Day service is this Saturday, October 9th at 9 a.m. at Welcome Road. The Halloween decorating contest, Thomas mentioned. Trunk or treat is Saturday, October 30th, 12 to 2 p.m. at 55 Mayhill, the new municipal building. October 26th, Thomas mentioned, senior Halloween party at the VFW 6 to 9. I want to congratulate the Eagle Scouts. The council president and I attended the ceremony. The two that were inducted were Jonathan Kravitz and Sean Michael Mendy. I also want to, I send my deepest sympathy to the families of Jeff Horahanich. Jeff Horahanich was a lifetime resident of Saddlebrook. I went to school with Jeff. He was an esteemed basketball and softball coach at IHA and Holy Angels. He also coached 1 year recently here in Saddlebrook. He's an icon in the coaching in New Jersey. And also our township grant writer, John Bruno, passed away recently as well. He was, I think, 94. Shepherd's Ave detour, I just want to mention this to the people on Shepherd's Ave because we do get a lot of complaints with the cut through and the traffic and the UPS and other couriers coming through and cutting through to get to either to Fairlawn Parkway or to get to Midland Avenue. But Fairlawn has road work they're doing, Department of Transportation on Broadway, Route 4. So they're doing the work at night, but they were going to detour. They advised us the original plan was to detour traffic up, I guess, south on Midland Avenue, and then making a left on Shepherd's, and then another left onto Oak, which turns into Plaza Road, but we couldn't understand it. The business administrator and I were, and Captain Gallo of the police department, who I thank very much, for getting involved. But we didn't, and it was going to happen between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. But you were going to have trucks and buses and everything else coming through during the night. We couldn't understand why they just didn't use Fairlawn streets, because they could get through to Plaza Road from the Fairlawn streets. They're a little smaller streets, but I mean it's a residential area. Ours is a residential area. Anyway, we wrote letters and our persistence worked. We ended up having a teleconference with them, and they changed the route. So we're thankful for that. But we had to do a lot of work. And again, I thank Pete, our business administrator, and Captain Galvo for staying on that. And lastly, I just want to wish good luck to all the candidates that are running in the general election on November 2nd.
Thank you, Mayor. Chuck?
I just have something real quick to hit on the trunk or treat. They're looking for volunteers, so if anybody's looking to put their car, truck, whatever vehicle you have, 55 Mayhill, October 30th, 12 to 2. You can reach out to me on Facebook. I believe it's on the town website. But we do need volunteers. I believe we only have 4 cars at this time. The lot is big, probably handle 4 or 5 times that. So please get involved. We missed it last year, so it's a fun time for the kids and the families to get together. And yeah, good luck to all the people working for election, school board and local. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman?
Thank you. I too would like to commend Unico for a great job on last weekend. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to attend, but as a current Unico member and first time female Unico president, I wear that proud. I commend them on a great job they did. They had an amazing day, and I'm so happy that it worked out well. I do have a resolution that it will be later. I would just like to commend the mayor and Pete, and of course council president here. I had a chance to sit in on a construction meeting at Mayhill, and it's amazing how in tune and watching everything that they're doing, that these guys are doing. Council president, she's picking out colors now and furniture and stuff, so it'll be beautiful, I'm sure. I got a chance to meet all the trades, and everybody's doing an amazing job, and hopefully we'll be on track to maybe May of 2022. I understand, but don't hold me to that. But yeah, it's going to be it's exciting, and I look forward to it. But again, Council President, you're right there, right in the trenches with it.
It's a learning curve. But
It's amazing, though. It's amazing. She really is. She's doing a great job. That's all I have
Thank
for
you.
right now. You're welcome.
Thank you. I want to bring up the municipal complex too for a minute, because I did say at the last meeting after Ida, there was not a drop of water there, which there wasn't. We were there, Pete, on Tuesday? Tuesday, and there was the lake, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So we pulled into the parking lot, and there was this lake. And I said, well, it had rained the day before, and I was like, okay. But I just want everyone to know that during the construction, what they have to do is put a netting on the drain to filter the storm water. So there will be water in that area from time to time after a rain. But once the construction is done, that storm drain is filtered, but because of what they're required to do during construction. So you will see possibly a little lake in the back there, but it's really only temporary. So I just want to make everyone aware of that. Yes, we are moving along. The mayor and Pete and I have a meeting every 2 weeks. And right now you're seeing digging and things. We're not really seeing sheetrock and stuff going up. We're not there yet. but we are moving, and I think once we start going inside, once we start putting up walls, it's gonna be quick. It's doing all the outside digging work that is taking the longest. So, the only thing that Thomas and the mayor didn't remember is chicken bingo. Okay? So chicken bingo is October 24th at 12 o'clock at the center, and it's $15, and you do get a chicken lunch. So all are welcome to come to that. Thomas and the mayor did mention our Halloween party for the seniors at the VFW from 6 to 9. Peter Lieberman, who is a favorite of the seniors, will be there to play his music. Once again, Stosh from the Golden Pub, Frank's Pizza, and, oh God, I just had a senior moment. Moochie's. Moochie's does the food, donates the food for us every year, so I want to thank all of them. And I think I've covered everything, so we can move on to the ordinances.
Ordinance 1709-21, an ordinance providing for the vacation of a certain paper street and right-of-way located at Adams Avenue for a second reading.
Motion,
Second.
roll call.
Councilwoman Mazer?
Yes.
Councilman Accomando?
Yes.
Council President Arminio?
Yes.
An ordinance providing for the vacation of a certain paper street and right-of-way located at Adams Avenue.
Motion,
Second.
roll call.
Councilwoman Mazer?
Yes.
Councilman Accomando?
Yes.
Council President Arminio?
Yes. I'd like a motion to open the meeting to the public on this ordinance.
Second.
All in favor? The meeting is open to the public on this ordinance. Anyone wishing to speak, please come forward, state your name and address. Seeing none, can I have a motion to close?
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Be resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook that the ordinance entitled, an ordinance providing for the vacation of a certain paper street and right-of-way located at Adams Avenue does now pass on second and final reading, and that the Township Clerk be directed to advertise said ordinance or title thereof in the press, together with the notice of the date of passage of said ordinance according to the law.
Motion,
Second.
roll call.
Councilwoman Mazer?
Yes.
Councilman Accomando?
Yes.
Council President Arminio?
Yes.
First reading, ordinance 1710-21, an ordinance amending chapter 203 entitled Water of the Code of the Township of Saddlebrook regarding certain fees charged by the Township of Saddlebrook, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, for first reading, and this pertains to the rates for water meters.
Motion,
Second.
roll call.
Councilwoman Mazer?
Yes.
Councilman Accomando?
Yes.
Council President Arminio?
Yes.
Be resolved by the Township Council that an ordinance amending Chapter 203 entitled Water of the Code of the Township of Saddlebrook regarding certain fees charged by the Township of Saddlebrook, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, heretofore passed on first reading, be further considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on the 4th day of November, 2021, at 7:00 p.m., or sooner after as the matter can be reached at the Municipal Building, 93 Market Street. And at such time and place, all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance according to law, with the notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and of the time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
Motion,
Second.
roll call.
Councilwoman Mazer?
Yes.
Councilman Accomando?
Yes.
Council President Arminio?
Yes.
And that completes ordinances. Consent agenda. All items listed with an asterisk are considered routine and non-controversial by the Township Council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a council member or member so requests it, in which case the item or items will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. The one motion signifies adoption of all resolutions, receive and file letters, Correspondence reports and approval of minutes and applications. Not part of the consent agenda is the August 25th, 2021 special public meeting. Councilwoman Mazer was not present. And resolution number 13, recognition of Italian Heritage Month and Saddlebrook Union.
Motion,
Motion.
roll call.
Councilman Arcomondo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mazer?
Yes.
Council President Arminio?
Yes.
We have the August 25th, 2021 special public meeting minutes.
Motion,
Motion.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Arcomondo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mazer?
Yes.
And Council President Arminio?
Yes.
And we have resolution number 13, Councilwoman Mazer. Reading it.
Yes.
If you don't mind, thank you. It's a resolution, it's introduced by the mayor and the council of Sacramento. Whereas October is Italian Heritage and Culture Month, and whereas we take this opportunity to recognize the many contributions made by Italian Americans throughout the United States, New Jersey, and in particular here in Saddlebrook, especially during the pandemic, and whereas we recognize the commitment of the Saddlebrook chapter of Saddlebrook Unico to our community by supporting programs, including Saddlebrook Street Fair, local food banks, awarding scholarships, supporting causes such as HIV, Cooley's anemia, St. Jude, mental health programs, and anti-bias programs, and installing benches in Unico Park. And whereas members of the Saddlebrook Council, Saddlebrook chapter of Unico, have gone on to serve as Unico District Governor and Unico National President, as well as receiving numerous honors and recognition. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Mayor and Township Council of the Township of Saddlebrook that the Saddlebrook chapter of Unico is commended for faithfully following the Unico motto, service above self, and recognized for its service to our community as we celebrate Italian Heritage and Culture Month.
Motion,
Motion.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Arcomondo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mazer?
Yes.
Council President Arminio?
Yes. We're done?
Yes.
Well, okay, old business or new business, do we have anything?
The only thing I just wanted to mention was, Council President spoke about the water. I just want to let everyone know, I don't know if people understand that mesh that's on the storm drain, that's causing a restriction, I'm assuming. in
Yes,
water.
it is,
Right.
yes. Maybe I wasn't clear enough, but
Yeah,
yes,
no,
it
no,
is.
I just.
It's trying to keep
I-
out the,
Right.
whatever's in the water from going in the
And
drain.
it's a requirement of Bergen County
it's-
soil
yeah.
conservation.
Thank you. I want to mention one thing. I went to my flu shot today at the library, and as you mentioned, the boosters are available. Well, they're available at Acme, which you told me today. I had Pfizer. Pfizer is available, and I thought it was 8 months after your second shot. She told me it's 6 months.
Yeah,
And you,
six.
yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was,
Yeah.
they keep changing.
I
so,
know.
But she said it's available, and you could just go in and you don't need an appointment. So I thought that was good to know. So you can go to Acme. Now, can Moderna?
age?
She didn't, well, I'm old, so I guess she
Well,
just
that's
was
what-
old, so I didn't say young,
65.
yeah.
65, right now.
Now, can Moderna get Pfizer?
Supposedly they can, they don't recommend it, but like you can, if you really want it. They
See,
can.
because Lou had Moderna, and I don't know if, because Moderna isn't approved,
No,
right?
it's not approved yet. It's
Okay.
supposed to be any day, they're saying.
But for Pfizer,
I got the Moderna shot, the booster, a week ago.
You
At
did?
At Walgreens,
you did?
yeah.
No? So
Just
it's
make an appointment,
available?
They took me in 5 minutes.
So
I was
it's
there.
available?
Yeah,
Okay.
Moderna and the Pfizer.
Okay, good to know. She just talked about
It changes
Pfizer.
every day.
Okay, can I get a motion to open the meeting to the public for agenda items only?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting is open to the public on agenda items only. Anyone wishing to speak, please come forward, state your name and address. Seeing none, motion to close the meeting to the public.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do we have any more comments? No? I think we should wish everyone a happy Halloween.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
And with that, motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bye.
Have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you.